Which again is your base metabolic rate.
Right.
Which is
the cost of keeping the lights on, basically. But there's actually what's called metabolic adaptation, which has shown that with a 10% body weight loss, on average, you can see a reduction beyond what you would expect of 15% for BMR. So let's take an example here, because people will say, well, calorie deficit didn't work for me because, I was eating this many calories, I was exercising this much period of time, and I was, what happened? Well, you thought you were in a calorie deficit. But let's take me, for example. Okay, my BMR, I've had it measured. It's about 2,000 calories, a little bit lower, about 2,000 calories. My total daily energy expenditure is around 3,400 calories per day. So that's all this stuff added up, right? But if I lose 10% of my body weight, for me, 2,700 calories per day is a pretty significant calorie deficit. Mm-hmm. But if I lose 10% of my body weight, if I drop my BMR by 15% of 2,000 calories a day is 300 calories. Drop my NEAT by 400 calories. That's 700 calories. All of a sudden, that deficit is no longer a deficit. That's now maintenance, right? Mm-hmm. Now, this doesn't happen all at once. This is a progressive thing over time. But there's a reason, like I tell people, I'm like, if it was a calorie deficit, as soon as you, from the time you did it indefinitely, you would starve to death, right? But all of us, most of us have had the experience of starting a diet, losing some weight, and eventually, even though you're eating the same way, doing the same exercise, it plateaus, right? And then you have to do something else to further establish that deficit. And the other way, so that's on one side where that's kind of working against you to try to bring you back to your original body weight, right? We talk about weight regain. The other side is your hunger hormones go up as you diet, right? So they have shown obese people who